Do you have questions for us here in the panel?
It's fascinating to do a deep dive into the plastic performance and market, and we too at the association level use this same discussion about how companies can adapt and transform their operations with reusable packaging and provide that uptake in the recycled content to serve actually as a pull of the market to be able to support recycling. What's been a real interesting observation for me is that over the course of the last few years, even the most ardent proponents of recycling, even the trade organization for recycling products have come out and said we can't recycle our way out of these problems. We have to do this through a collection of processes such as source reduction, reusable, and recycling. And right now, the economy is it's all recycling. It's not a reuse economy at this stage. And certainly source reduction can happen more, but you've got a lot of pressures of trying to use more plastics from the sales side of things and contracts and pricing and cost. So, you know, we need to definitely transform what we're doing as a business, an economy, as a society, and looking at the different levers that we have to use to overcome a lot of the problems that we're looking to face and to create a more economic opportunity for our businesses. Again, the fact that circularity is economic growth driven, is value creating. And so we definitely have to focus more on that mix of recycling, but really on reuse, because reuse will not only prevent products from going into the recycling materials and creating more content that needs to be moved, but it also can serve as that pull of recycled content into the marketplace. Such as using more Cabka pallets in the market would help drive a lot of the recycled content going from the outer loop recycling of a circular economy to the inner loop preferred uses of reuse. So it's not an either or scenario from our perspective, even though you wouldn't know that from a lot of the rhetoric and the messaging in terms of public policy, where everybody's trying to stake out their individual interests. It really needs to be a blended approach with both recycling and reuse in play. And this is, again, I will say, where Cabka's a good example of that, playing and succeeding on both parts of that in order to provide a very sustainable but economic opportunity for the marketplace.